G'day guys, Mikey here, and today we're reviewing the Suunto Vertical stainless steel watch. I've been using the Suunto Vertical for about 6 months now, and I absolutely love it. I wear it as pretty much an everyday watch and take it on all my cycling, running and swimming adventures. It honestly looks brand new still, which is kind of crazy. Just build quality is incredible. The screen hasn't got a single scratch on it, which is awesome. And it just feels super solid. So with the build quality, it's stainless steel. There's also a titanium solar version. This one is just super rugged and feels solid. It's depth rated up to 100 meters, which is a lot more than I need it for. And it's actually 100% made in Finland with renewable energy sources, which I just thought was super cool in today's day and age. Here are my 3 favorite things, and yeah, generally reasons why I absolutely love this watch over other ones that I've had it in the past. Its battery life is pretty mind-blowing. So it lasts up to about 60 hours in the most accurate GPS tracking mode, and then it lasts up to 60 days in the daily, everyday use sort of mode, which is crazy. The downside to that is the size of the watch. It is quite tall and bulky and heavy, and when you move around it is definitely noticeable. It's not a watch that you kind of forget is there. Especially on runs, I thought I'd kind of get used to it, but I'm always just slightly aware of the weight on my arm. So yeah, that is something to be aware of. I guess that is the trade-off for, the incredible battery lasting time. So another thing I like is just the overall usability of the watch. It's just such a seamless watch to use. The touchscreen is super responsive. The menus are really well thought out, and you can kind of move around. Yeah, you can move around from, the usual metrics like heart rate tracking, sleep tracking, stress analysis, all things like that, into activity tracking, navigation really quickly. You can either do so with the 3 buttons on the side or with the touchscreen, which I thought was really cool. And it's still really quick to use when using the 3 buttons. So if you're out in heavy rain, stuff like that, it's not going to be a problem, which I thought was great. Syncing up the app is super fast, and the app itself is just a pleasure to use. I feel with some other watch companies, the apps can be pretty annoying to use and pretty, laggy and glitchy, and they crash, and it's just not really a joy. Whereas I found that the Suunto app is just well thought out, it's well designed, it looks great, and everything's where it needs to be. I also thought it was really cool how the navigation system on there, you can build your own routes to load straight into the watch, which has been a game changer for building bikepacking routes and specific trail runs and stuff like that to be able to follow. And that leads into my 3rd favorite thing, which is how accurate the GPS tracking is. It's been so reliable, even in dense bushland where, the phone or other watches have really kind of let me down in the past. Yeah, it's honestly just incredibly accurate. And following up that, loading the GPX routes in is awesome, especially into offline maps. You can add offline maps from pretty much every country in the world, which is incredible, straight into the watch. So I've just found that really cool for backcountry kind of bikepacking trips and things like that, where you have a watch that's super reliable, GPS accurate, has a long-lasting battery life. It's just a really important tool, I think, for athletes and adventurers who spend a lot of time in remote areas and, are doing more than the everyday sort of casual run. You are hitting it on rocks as you go by and going through bush and swimming, and I think it's just really nice to have a watch that you don't have to protect all the time, and it's going to do its job. And I guess the question is this watch for you? And that really depends what your use case is. If you're just after something for a quick jog or, shorter runs, then maybe it's not necessarily the right one. But if you're into long distance running, into triathlons, cycling long distances, exploring remote places, or just don't want to have to charge your watch every single night, I think it's a really good watch for that. And yeah, the stainless steel version comes in about 899 Australian dollars at the moment at World Earth. It does seem like a daunting price tag, but it is just such a great all-around watch, and I really couldn't recommend it enough. I think it'd be something that you'll have for a long time, and it's important to invest in good, reliable, rugged products. And yeah, absolutely love mine, and I know I'll be using it for years to come, and I just kind of know it won't let me down, which is a nice feeling. So yeah, cheers.